Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope y'all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. So today, I wanted to have a discussion about Emerald, and what will become of her fate. What will Emerald do? Will she stay on the side that she's on? Will she switch sides? Will she be on her own side? I really want to have some speculation, just talk about this a bit, and where I think that Emerald may be going. So sit back, relax, I hope you all enjoy. Let's go ahead and jump right on into this discussion. So, as we last saw Emerald in Volume 5, Emerald was at a loss because Cinder did not come back with the relic. And she had so much hope and faith that Cinder would return. And, of course, in the end, we saw Yang come back with the relic instead. Which, of course, we see Emerald then break down, and we see her really depressed over this. And, of course, we haven't seen what she thinks about Cinder, whether she thinks Cinder is dead or alive yet, which... Of course, we all know where that's going, whether Cinder's alive or not, if you get what I mean. But the thing here is that with Emerald, we don't know what she thinks about this. And in Volume 6, we're obviously going to see her perspective of this. We're going to see what she thinks, whether she thinks Cinder is dead or alive. And now, of course, this leaves you to wonder, though. Is she still going to side with Salem? Is she going to run away and do her own thing? You see, because if you think about it, Cinder is the one that Emerald was loyal to. And Cinder obviously also even stated that Emerald and Mercury are her disciples. Now, this obviously shows the relationship between Cinder and Emerald and Mercury. And then, of course, with Emerald, Emerald even stated herself that she owes Cinder everything. And that shows you there's a lot of trust between Emerald and Cinder. And then, of course, Emerald even stated herself that she doesn't care about Salem and what Salem wants. That she basically is specifically here for Cinder. That's the point. And now that Cinder, for the time being, is gone, this leaves you to wonder, what is Emerald going to do? Because in the trailer, we see that there's a problem. We see that there's obviously some kind of conflict going on, because if you pay close attention to the meeting room, the table is gone, chairs are turned. And obviously Emerald is going through grief. She is grieving over the loss of Cinder, and this leaves you to wonder, is she going to stay with Salem? Because Cinder is now gone, and that's the person that she believed she owed everything to. On top of that, she seems to be afraid of Salem, at least from what Volume 5 showed us when she had her semblance go off, and it looked like Salem was a monster. As much as we believe, that could be her way of how she sees Salem. Now, that makes you wonder, is she going to stay? Is she going to leave Salem? You see, that's a lot of things that really makes you think there. And there are a couple of things I want to say about this. One, she may stay with Salem for one big reason. And the one big reason may be she's waiting for Cinder to return. She could be believing that Cinder is still out there, since we don't know whether she thinks Cinder's dead or not, so she could believe that. The next thing is, she could just do it specifically for Cinder, considering that Cinder did trust Salem, and that they were close. So Emerald may fight just on behalf of Cinder, and who she believed in, which was Salem. And then again, she may also leave to find Cinder, which wouldn't be a shock, because Cinder is the one who gave Emerald a home. She is the one who basically gave her someone to trust, someone that she actually even looked up to. And if you know the song, I'm the One, the thing about I'm the One, Emerald was someone who, as it states in the song, rose out of filth and was loved by no one. So she had nobody that cared for her. And when Cinder came along and took her from being a thief on the streets to being her disciple, that showed a lot of trust. And it seems that in Emerald's eyes, Cinder meant everything to her. Everything meaning that Cinder was her world, and that's all that she really had. And without Cinder, she doesn't have anything else. And that's really something to think about. So she may run off and try to even find Cinder, then making herself, I guess, in the eyes of Salem, potentially a traitor, because she ran off without listening to her, or she could go off on Salem's orders, and then, of course, instead of completely carrying out those orders, she makes it a secondary part of her orders, and to her, her own primary goal is looking for Cinder. Now, that could be the case here, And I wouldn't be surprised at that. Now, there are some people who think that Emerald could be going through a redemption arc really soon. And the reason for that is because of what she says during the Battle of Beacon. She actually says that during the destruction and violence that was occurring, she says that it's almost sad. So because of that, a lot of people think that Emerald could be preparing to go through a redemption arc. Now, what could happen is because if you look at Volume 5 and you look at how RWBY was trying to talk to Emerald, and RWBY asked Emerald why she was fighting alongside Salem. And of course, Emerald states that she doesn't care about Salem, that she's only there for Cinder. And just like I said, she believes she owes Cinder everything. So, since Cinder is gone, temporarily, for right now, this may make Emerald think about things. Like I said, she could either join Team RWBY, which could be a possibility. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm saying it's a possibility. There's that. There is the chance that she could go look for Cinder and run into them. Then maybe they try to get her to join, and instead she thinks about it and contemplates it, but she doesn't. Now, that's another possibility that I could see for Emerald. And personally, I think it's unlikely that she may join Team RWBY. But at the same time, I think it's something that may be a thought that rolls in her mind for a while. But also, since Emerald said that she didn't like Team RWBY because of how positive and cheery they were, that could also be another thing. Because if you know Emerald's personality, Emerald can come off as friendly, but at the same time, she has a deceptive side to her nature, one that it can be very genuinely outgoing, and she can be very quick-witted and very short-tempered as well. So, I don't think that Emerald would decide to join them, and even if she does, she may be skeptical of them and not trust them at all. So, I think it's more likely that she'll join Salem, or that she'll try to go find Cinder, because the reason why for Salem, she looked up to Cinder. And if Cinder trusted Salem as much as she did, in which we saw that she did, then she may try to learn more about Salem personally. She may try to trust her more. Or she's going to leave, go off on her own, and try to find Cinder herself. And that could also lead her to a path of thinking about things as well. So, there's a lot to this that really could happen, and I'd really like to see what direction she's going to go, because I'd like to see what plans they have for her, and see what they are going to do with Emerald's character. But anyways, let me know what you think down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know what you think down below. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did enjoy, hit the video with a like, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and share this with your friends if you found this informative or useful. Well, anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today, and remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow can always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you, and have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.